Share. Okay, could you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right now we are going to discuss the chapter one from our book Sheffield 2009, and chapter one is just an introduction to digital marketing. Okay, let's start from this. Who likes to eat burger? So
Me.
uh,
Me.
Eugene.
I like
Me
them.
as well. Me as well.
Yeah, I also like to eat burger. One of my favorite burgers, are Burger King. I also like to eat McDonald's. And there's one burger that I really like to eat the most, but is not in Indonesia yet. If you ever heard the In and Out burger, it's very famous in the US, in east eastern region of the in the US. In and Out burger. I like it very much, but unfortunately they are not opening their branch in Indonesia yet. But Taco Bells, they do. Yeah, we have Taco Bells. Have you heard Taco Bells? It's a Mexican chain food restaurants. There are two branches, if I'm not mistaken, in Jakarta. And that's fast food restaurants, and yeah, I like to eat Mexican foods as well. But I've never tried the Taco Bells in Indonesia. I believe it's still delicious because a lot of people are uh, yeah, like several months ago when it was first opened. I read the news that a lot of people were queuing to buy the Taco Bells, like their burritos, the tacos, and other Mexican foods. So now, if you see this kind of ads, uh, anyone can guess this is this ads posted was this ad posted in which platform, in what
Facebook.
platform? Facebook. Okay, how do you know it's on Facebook? It's posted on Facebook.
From the like button, and
Like
then
that,
the love button, and then the emoticon.
the emoticons, right? And there are comments, shares. It's obvious that this is a Facebook post. And do you think when Burger King posted this ads on Facebook, uh, did Burger King pay the Facebook to post these ads?
I
Or
think it is a paid
how did you know? How do you know it's a
from
paid
the sponsored thing.
sponsor? Yes, you're right. Yeah. So this kind of ads, yeah, we often see this kind of ads on Facebook, on Instagrams, especially if we see this kind of sorry, this kind of like a sign, a sponsor. It means that the company paid the platform, right, in order to make their ads available or being seen by the users. And when the first time I saw these ads, it was so it I was so interested because this was quite cheap, right? Like 15,000 rupiah for a double cheeseburger. It was very interested, and I literally went to Burger King to queue, right? Even before the Burger King was opened, I queued, and I successfully bought like 5 burgers at that time, and it's only 15,000, and this was very cheap. And so I think, and I knew that ads from this Facebook and also from the line. Burger King also have their official lines, and it's always like keep us updated about their promotions. And this is how we market, or let people know, let the customers knows about whether there are any promotion, whether there are any new products, they're launching a new products, like nowadays, like the few recent days, like if you follow, or if you are like a Samsung product, like the Samsung, they just launching, they recently just launched the Samsung Galaxy S22, right? And the their promotion, their ads are everywhere on the news, right? On YouTube, on like literally everywhere, because I heard Samsung has as one of the is the company which has one of the biggest marketing budget. They spend a lot. They spend a lot of money to market their products. So in this uh, new launching of like S22, S22, I like, actually I want to buy, but it's quite expensive, right? It's very expensive, especially the S22 Ultra. Yeah, it's almost like 20 millions plus,
But in
and
my opinion, if you want to get like a new phone, then you should get the S22 Ultra, because I think that's a still not as pricey as
Apple.
Apple's iPhone 13, but they have greater improvements compared to like from iPhone 12 to iPhone 13, in my opinion.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, I use Note 9, so I'm kind of want to upgrade, but yeah, maybe
Also,
maybe
they have the
later.
buyback program, right?
Yeah, sorry, Darren.
Also, they have the buyback program. Like if you have the previous phone, you
Right,
can
right.
get the discount.
Yeah. So it can, they will buy the our old phones, and you get a cheaper price, right? And that's very genius, I think, right? Samsung is very smart in doing their marketing strategy. Right? They have very good strategy, of course, and not to mention they have a lot of uh, money to spend on the marketing. So before we moving on to digital marketing, we have to know what marketing actually is. So if you hear about the term marketing, what kind of things that you have in mind if someone tell you, oh, we are doing marketing, or basically what is marketing according to your opinion?
Can I give my opinion?
Yeah, please, Stefano. Thank you.
In my opinion, marketing basically is gathering informations. That's the first and foremost. Before when I think of marketing, is basically gathering informations.
Okay.
informations regarding the person that you're going to sell your product to. Basically getting to know them, getting to understand their needs.
Mm,
So rather than trying to sell,
yeah.
like I think it's kind of cliche, but I've learned from the Wolf of Wall Street, if you have ever seen
Mhm.
that movie.
Yeah.
uh
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yes, exactly. So when he said, like, the scene where he said, sell me this pen. So that scene, he created, like, he did not do like, okay, this pen is great, this pen is very useful, it can last until a lifetime. But rather than doing that, he just simply, could you write down my phone number? And then, oh, I don't have a pen. The person, like, oh, okay, there, you can have this pen, you can buy it from me. So basically, this is what also the trick that is currently being used by phone manufacturers, including Apple and Samsung. They are now selling their flagship phones with the price tag of over 20 million rupiahs
Mhm.
without a charger inside it.
Mm,
So they just created a need. We need some chargers for our phones, of course.
right.
And they sold uh, their own chargers now. So basically, in marketing is a matter of finding out needs and then
Yes.
fulfilling the needs. That's marketing, in my opinion, not just selling things.
Yes. I totally agree with you. So basically, you are saying that we as a marketers, we have to collect the data, right? Like we have to know what the customers need, right? And then based on that needs, we fulfill their needs, right? They fulfill their needs by yeah, by selling, by promoting our products. If they don't have needs, then why the customers need to buy the service or product? There should be demands. Yeah, there should be demands of certain products or certain services, and then we can sell the service or products to the customers because they need it. Right? Is there anyone else who wants to comment? Maybe another students, another, oh, let's say, aside from Stefano, maybe who others who want to comment, or you have any idea about what marketing really is according to your opinion?
Maybe from my opinion is the marketing is the people that sell the product and sell as many so make the profit for the factory.
Great. So there is very important keywords here that is mentioned by David. They are, can you guess what is the keyword based on in your sentence? Profit, right?
Yes, the
Profit.
profit.
You want to sell something. Let's say you are a business, you are an entrepreneur, you are a technopreneur, you are opening a business, or even if you own a big companies, right? But if you cannot earn profits, right? When you are selling something, when you are selling your products, your service, without generating any profits, then you'll be in a big trouble. And the main purpose of business, the main purpose of doing business, right? is to generate profit, to generate money, right? As simple as that. Otherwise, why we need to do business? We just open a charity. We just open like, or we just run I don't know, social activities without any expect without we are expecting any revenues or in income, right? Even if we are generating revenues, it doesn't necessarily mean it will generate profits. For example, startups, Gojek. I heard, I read the news and also heard from the employees of Gojek itself. They said even until now, maybe now, like this year or 2 years recently, they already earned profits, but for several years they ran on loss. It means that they are burning money. They didn't generate any profit, but they are still surviving, right? Because still investors are investing their money in Gojek, and they are very big companies with very high valuation. And in terms of the business operations, they are losing money. They are losing money, but just recently they are beginning to generate profits. And that's the for the startup case, right? If you heard many startups, they are burning money, bakar uang, you know. It's very common because we have to have like enough capitals, right, to gain trust, to educate the market about the product, and to earn enough profit. And then we can have like more sustainable business. We're talking about startups. We know that there are many startups that are successful, right? Like Gojek and Traveloka, to name a few. But how many of them who are failed? I guess, I believe the numbers of the startup that who are failed are a lot greater than those who are successful. But that's the game, right? That's the game. So one of the important factors why the company is more successful than the others is how they do their marketing. Marketing can be considered as their, their weapon, their primary weapon to survive, right? To sell things. We know in a business, in a corporation, in a company, they have a lot of an organization, like sorry, a business unit, right? They have a lot of business unit. So they have like finance department, they have human resources department, manufacturing department. But among those departments, I believe the most important one is marketing. Because you can guess what? Without marketing, they cannot sell any products. Without selling products, how on earth they earn or they get the money? But if they don't sell any products or service, they don't have money, right? So the finance department cannot work. How can they pay their employees without any revenues? So the marketing is if you call it in Indonesia, like ujung tanduk, yeah, the spearhead of the company. So this is so important, right? If you are playing chess, if you are playing chess, so this is the main weapon. I don't know, like if you we're doing chess, that the marketing, we have to have like the strategy, we have know when to attack. So should have a good strategy, so when to resign, right? And then when to move by looking up or in studying the competitors. So if we see in these pictures, the marketing consists of a lot of several important components like sales. But marketing is not, yeah, marketing is part of the sales, right? Sorry, sales is part of the marketing, but it's quite different. Like sales is just a sales, marketing is a marketing. We will discuss these differences later in different slides. So here we can also see the business plan. We should have the clear business plan. We call it like the marketing proposal and marketing planning, right? To conduct and to perform marketing in a systematic way. And we are also talking about the financials, the agreements, the ideas, also very important to generate or to come up with the creative promotion is very necessary, right? To gain attention from the customers. Like the ads, if we are looking at the ads nowadays, the advertisings and the televisions, like some of the advertisings are very boring, and some of the advertising are very interesting because they have the ideas. The companies has like some kind of creativity to persuade people to buy their products. So the ideas, and of course we need the people, we need the tools to do marketing correctly. So based on the definitions, what is marketing? So this definition I took from the Chartered Institute of Marketing. Marketing is the management process responsible for, there are three things: identifying, anticipating, and satisfying. So I guess these three words, these three keywords that which I highlighted right here, already mentioned by Stefano, right? We collect the data and then we fulfill the needs, right, by anticipating. So it's very it's the same, right? It's similar to what Stefano had said previously, that we identify what customers need. So after we did our homework to identify the needs of the customer, we anticipate by satisfying the customer requirements. We provide the products that the customers needs. So Gojek, again, Gojek. So why Gojek built their apps or build their companies? Because they know the need of the customers for need of like more, how to say, the transportation, right? They clearly identified there was a problem in our transportation. So in Jakarta, a lot of traffics, right? And it's very convenient to use a motorcycle as compared to drive cars in Jakarta. So they created, so they identify the needs, and it's also quite hard at the time when like several years ago, before Gojek even existed, when we wanted to right, to ask for object, right, is quite, maybe is in some areas are quite hard. Right? We have to know the pangkalan object, then we can ask the object, right? And it's also quite troublesome to bargain with the drivers. If you don't know the price, the drivers can charge you a very high price, and that's a problem. Then Pak Nadim, when he studied at Harvard universities, they identified that problem and they tried to make the idea. They proposed the idea of Gojek. What if we make an apps which can connect the customers with the drivers, the motorcycle drivers, which was very worth it. I mean, it works very well because there is the need. The need is there, and people need that. So it turns out it is a very successful business even until now, and it expands to another business. The Go Food and what GoSend and many others based on that needs. And after we satisfy the customer requirements, as Darren said, profit. So the process itself, yeah, not only don't stop only at for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying, but we have to also have some concerns about the profit. So the process must provide or generate profit for the companies. And that's the definition of the marketing from the Chartered Institute of Marketing. And this is another definition of marketing from Philip Kotler. If you study marketing, you should know this guy, the Professor Kotler is the we can call him as a guru, the super expert, expert of the expert of the marketing. Philip Kotler said marketing is a science and art. So we have the science part and also the art part, right? Because as I mentioned before, there's a creativity involved, right? There's ideas, innovation. It should be involved. It should be related with art and science. We have to do it systematic. We have to do marketing in a systematic way. There is a mechanisms. There is a strategy to do the marketing in correct way. That's why it's a science. So it's a science and art of what? Of exploring, creating, and delivering. Exploring, yeah. So similar words, identifying. Also mentioned by Stefano, right? Exploring, we trying to find out about the customer's need and creating. Yeah, we create the needs and delivering value. Yeah, we add value to our products and services. What? To satisfy the needs of a target market. And again, there is a one keyword that's very important, which is add a profit. So we can imagine if we erase the profit here, is it still a marketing? Yeah, I think so. It is still a marketing, but it can generate problem to a company because it will not generate any yeah, it may generate money, but if it doesn't generate any profit, then the marketing is a problem. Then we have a problem in our marketing department if it doesn't generate any profit. That's why profit in these two definitions, so it is consistently said that profit, right, is very important, because both of the definitions, whether from Chartered Institute of Marketing and Professor Coulter, has the same idea, has the same definition, right? We have to do marketing at profit. Okay, there's a difference between the marketing and sales. Maybe before you saying this, I believe some of you, or maybe more, majority of you may think that marketing and sales are the same. What do you think? Is marketing and sales same, or is it two different things? Anyone?
I personally think the marketer will be more sustainable compared to the salesman.
Sorry, marketers will be more what?
Sustainable to customers' impression compared
Oh,
to the salesman.
all right. Anyone else? So is there any different? Is there any difference between marketing and sales, or they are just the same? They are doing marketing. Sales is marketing. Marketing is sales.
Uh,
Yes, I think sales have this like short-term point of view, meanwhile
Right.
marketing is thinking about the long term, about the long run of
Okay.
products.
Good. Good. Agree. Agree. So in terms of the time frame, the marketers they may focus on a long-term period of time. Yeah, they have to think about the strategy, the long-term strategy, whereas the salesman is short-term. They have their targets, and it's the time period is shorter than marketing. Yeah, that's also correct. Is there anyone else wants to contribute
uh, maybe the goals.
the goals?
Yes.
Okay, what about the goals?
If the sales is more thinking about the profit, and if the marketers is more about the customer satisfaction.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, the goals, the objectives of the marketers and the sales are different. Right? Marketers may focus on the customer satisfactions at large. Meanwhile, the salesmen, they focus on the target. Right? Simply, if the sales, maybe the sales manager ordered their subordinates to sell. Okay, this month you have to sell around like 1,000 products. Then the salesman should do their job and sell the 1,000 targets, 1,000 products in order to achieve the targets. Otherwise, their salary will be cut. They don't have any bonus. Yeah, they don't have any income, additional income. Usually salesmen, they can have a lot of money if they achieving the target, or can achieve more than what is targeted. And yeah, as you can see from the picture here, in what's in marketer's mind, right? In marketer's mind, we can see there are several things. Content. So the marketing, they have to think about what are the good contents to show to the customers, including the contents that is posted on social medias. Right? And how to reach the customers, how to communicate with the customers. That's the marketing's job. how to create an events, how to do campaigns, and to create campaigns more effectively, how to target the market, how to make their brands more known by the customers, how to educate the customers about the product, and how to make the products how to make customers interested with the products. That's the terms here we use, leads. So when the customers are beginning to have some interest in our product or service, we call it leads. It's a marketing terms. So it happened before the customers actually buy the product. They have some interest with the products or service, then we call it as a lead. And on the right side, what's in salesman's mind? Deals, rupiah, dollars. Quota, target. Bigger deals, more dollars. Smoothing, I don't know what it is. President's call, yeah, they want to sell more and more, right? By targeting a lot of people, of course based on the target market. So moving on to this comparison chart, so we can see the obvious difference between the marketing and sales. In terms of definition, marketing, yeah, we already discussed this. Then we just move on to sales. What is sales? A sale, a transaction between two parties where the buyer receives goods, service in exchange of money, agreement within of buyer and seller on the price of a security. It's simply just selling something. That's a sales. But marketing covers a wide variety of activities. Is more than just selling. As you can see here, marketing is the systematic planning, implementation, control of business activities that bring together buyers and sellers. A lot of things need to be done in doing marketing. This is the traditional marketing. We haven't touched the digital marketing yet. But still, there's an overlapping areas between the conventional traditional marketing with digital marketing. Like for example, nowadays, like people are still doing like combination between the conventional marketing and traditional conventional or traditional marketing combined or integrated with the digital marketing. They don't just do it like pure digital marketing. I think that's maybe some companies are doing it, but I think it's very rare for a company to just use one channel. But mostly, I believe most of the companies, they are try to integrate the both channels. So conventional marketing, then they combine, they integrate with the digital marketing. How about the approach? So the approach for sales, they make customer demand match the products the company currently offers. So they offer the products that are needed by the customers. What about the marketing? The marketers. So they have broader range of activities to sell, determine future needs, satisfaction, right? And has a strategy in place to meet those needs for the long-term relationship. Long term, so we already discussed that, right? The time period of marketing has a longer term. For sales, yeah, maybe it's just a short term. As long as they are making the closing the deals, then that's enough for them. Right? What about the focus? The focus, fulfill sales volumes, as simple as that. If you're selling something, then your job is done. If you're reaching the target, then it's good. If you are reaching more than the more than the targeted, what you are being, for example, if your manager asks you to sell 1,000 products, then you can sell more than 1,000 products, let's say 2,000 products, so you have 100% more, right? Then it's very good. You can get a bonus there. That's why sales, I heard some of my friends, they are also salespersons, and sales can be very rich if you can sell a lot of things. If you can have like a lot of customers, right? But we call it, what, how to say, honor, yeah, in Indonesia. Yeah, they have the commission. Yeah, we
Commission.
call it commission. Yeah, we call it commission to, if they are fulfilling the sales volume, the sales target, they have a great commissions, and it can make them rich, yeah, by doing that. But I think not all people can be a sales, because to be a good salesman, there are some criteria that need to be fulfilled. First of all, they have to be a social person. I think they have to be a social person. They have to be like, they have to have a good personality. They have to be able to persuade people, of course, not to make them scared, but they have to have some characteristics that the people believe them, and people trust them, then the customers or people can buy from them. And it's I think it's hard to be a good sales, yeah, sales. How about what do you think? Is there any of you who has some experience in selling something, and like to be a sales? Anyone?
Um, well, I think it's
Have you tried selling something?
I sold a few cars.
Oh.
Well, maybe I don't know, one or yeah, maybe from 1 or 3 cars.
Hmm.
And I think becoming a salesman is not as easy as it seems. Yeah, it's not as simple as we
Right.
think about it. But again, I think a good salesman would become a good well, it doesn't have to be, it's not always like that, but they can be a good marketer. But I think a good marketer will always be a good salesman, because I think the basics are in the marketing of every like finding information and everything. But then if you have to sell the thing, it's like, yeah, you already know, you already got all of your weapons, let's say. You have had informations, you know everything about your product, something like that. So yeah, selling a car is quite an adventure for me, I guess. It's like getting contacts by a lot of new people, yeah, new person,
Yeah.
and getting to know them. And sometimes the challenge is when you know your product is, let's say, not perfect. That's the where the all the trickeries goes. Well, it's not the trickeries, but in my opinion, more of like well, that's why we have a salesman, we have marketing team, because no matter how bad our product is, we have to make it look good to the customers. Oh yeah, in my opinion, like that.
Okay, that's a tricky part actually. Right? We know our products well, maybe not that good, but still we have to advertise it as a good product. Otherwise, yeah, it depends on the ethical. In my opinion, is ethical issues as well, right?
Yes.
Depends on our belief too, right? If we want to cheat or not. And some of companies may try their best to advertise in honest way. If the product's good, they of course they will say the products are good, but in some other cases, if the companies try to cheat the customers, then that might be might be okay for short term, but the truth will be exposed. Yeah, even in a short period of time or in a longer period of time, customers will know whether these products are really good as advertised, or these products or services are not that good. Right? It's so easy, right, to make reviews, to make online reviews about certain products. Have you heard about the word of mouth? Right, the mulut ke mulut.
Yes.
It's gossip.
That's also the a few like not a few, one of a quite effective method in marketing.
Yes.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
be good, can be disastrous when you like, yes, when you make
Right. Right.
the slightest mistakes. Especially in my opinion in the food industry, where you are demanded to be hygienic and stuff. I think
Hmm.
yeah.
We called it as a viral marketing, and as its name, viral is can be easily spread, right, to customers. And usually, according to my opinion, negative issues or negative things are easier to spread, easier to get to be viral uh, than the positive things. Usually, right? If there are bad news, then it can go viral. It's very easy to go viral as compared to the like positive news. Right? As you said, in a restaurant, if this is a very high class restaurant, and then there's a problem in the foods, or it's not, if there's an issue about their hygiene, and somebody posted it on the social media, and it can get viral so easily because it's a negative news. If it's a good news or a positive news, maybe it can be viral, but I believe, in my opinion, it's not as so spreading. I mean, the spread is might not be greater than the positive news. Okay, the process. Yeah, we continue to the our discussion about the difference between the marketing and sales. The process usually one-to-one, as simple as that. The process of marketing, oh, a lot of things, a lot of homeworks, a lot of jobs needs to be done. Analysis of market, distribution channel, competitive products, pricing strategy, sales tracking, market share analysis, budget, and so on and so forth. So marketing covers a lot of stuffs, but for sales, they only have one objective, which is to sell, to make a deal, to close the deal with the prospective customers. How about the scope? Scope, yeah, for the sales, once the product has been created for customer need, they need to persuade the customer to purchase. The persuasion here is difficult. As I mentioned previously, I believe not everyone can be a good salesman or sales girl or saleswoman. What do you think? Are you do you agree with me? Not all people can be a good salesman or saleswoman.
Yes, I'm agree.
Yeah.
May I have an opinion about this?
Yeah, please, Eugene. Thank you.
So if we're only talking about good, I
Mm.
think yeah, that's still on the degree that where everyone can learn as long as they want. But if you're talking about like the best seller or like the best promoter, the best marketer, yeah, that's something that needs like talents or
Mhm.
like that's their calling. But if it's only like decent, like good, yeah, I think everyone can do it.
Yeah. I think, in my opinion, I may be wrong. In order to be a salesperson, yeah, or the salesman or saleswoman, at least we have good social and people skills. I think that's a must. Why? Because you are facing the customers directly. If you are not people person, you are kind of like don't care about people. Uh, your face, for example, yeah, I just say like in Indonesia we call it jutek gitu. That how can you're not warm enough to the customers, and you don't have any techniques or way to persuade them, right, to for the customers to buy your product, then I think most probably you will have a hard time to sell a thing, because people skills, since we are dealing with the customers directly, right, is indispensable, is necessary for a salesperson. And unfortunately, not all people are having that kind of characteristics or personality. Some of you are uh, having like a social person, a people person, and they like to talk with people. But some of you, maybe you are an introvert, don't like to talk with people. You like to be left alone, and that's if you have that those kind of characteristics like the introvert has, I think it's very hard for you to be a good salesman or saleswoman because yeah, it's against the nature of sales, right? Which they have to contact with the people, right? They have to make a good relationship with the people. So you can imagine how the quiet people, and they don't have like any not they don't have any warm personality. They are having a cold personality. Right? When they are seeing people, then how can you sell a product to to them, right? To the customers? That's why I believe if you want to be a sales, then you have to reevaluate yourself whether you are happy with the people. You are having a characteristic which as I mentioned, right, a people person, like you have a good social skills, and you know how to persuade the people, and then you be most likely you can be a good salesperson or salesman or saleswoman. That's what I think. All right, we continue to the next one, horizon. Yeah, this is a time period. The strategy is a pull push. Yeah, we will talk about this strategy, the pull and push, later in the chapter. There are a pull strategy and push strategy. What about the priority? The priority for the sales is selling is the ultimate result of marketing. For the marketer, the priority is shows how to reach the customers and build long-lasting relationship. And this is we are gonna talk much about the communication and how to generate a long-lasting relationship in later chapter. And this kind of heart of digital marketing. And this is very important factors in building the relationship with the customers. Yeah, that's the marketer's job, especially for the digital marketing jobs. And for identity, yeah, sales is the strategy of meeting needs in opportunistic individual method, as I stated before, driven by human interaction. That's why people skills, social skills are indispensable, is a must. There's no premise of brand identity, longevity, or continuity. It's simply the ability to meet a need at the right time. Yeah, that's the sales. How about the marketing? Marketing targets the construction of brand identity. They're also they also dealing with the brand. How to make the brand, how to increase the brand awareness, how to make the brand known to the customers, how to make the brand distinguishable with other brands. Yeah, you may just curious why Apple has a very strong brand. Yeah, because they make the brand as such so that the brand is just kind of like a lifestyle. It's just a symbol of wealth, especially in Indonesia. Right? If people, if we are I don't know, you can correct me, this is just my opinion. Like if I see people holding an iPhone, I can generally guess that, okay, that's a rich people. Any comments on that? That's just my own opinion. Like if somebody having like iMac, MacBook or iPhone, I can assume, right, my assumption that, oh, I think, oh, this is a high class or a rich person. Do you have any comments on that?
It's funny because in Western countries, Apple is the main phone brand. So here, when you look at Indonesia, right, you don't believe that Apple is the most valuable company in the world.
Yep.
But when you go to like the UK, everybody is using Apple.
Mm.
Almost nobody is using Samsung and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah.
So even the Uber drivers, they have the new iPhone 13 as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it depends on the location, right? But if we are talking about Indonesia, what do you think if we are in Indonesia? Because I kind of assume that personally, right, even it's not only me, right? The students, I also talk with the students. They kind of like the same opinion as me. In Indonesia, if somebody is using iPhone, you can assume that they have like, you know, it's high cost people. If in Indonesia, of course, in other countries like in the US, in UK, or in European countries, it's different, right? Because as you said, a lot of people are buying Apple products, but in Indonesia, maybe it's a different story. What do you think, Abel?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It seems that way anyway.
Yeah. So how to develop the brand from especially from the beginning, from the when the brand is unknown until the brand is having its power to how to say, to hypnotize people. It's too extreme with the word there. Hypnotize people that this brand is the ultimate brand, like Supreme. Anyone knows Supreme, right? Supreme
Yes.
is a brand, but they are selling like normal things. They're selling clothes. They're also having hats and some weird stuff. They also sold that, but still, because of the brand, they can sell those things in a very expensive rate, in very expensive price, in premium price, similar to the luxury brand like LV, Gucci, you name it, Hermes and other things. It's a brand. But what they are selling? They're selling clothes, and they are selling bags, women bags, also hand watch, a watch, right? We have a very famous brand like Rolex, RM, Richard, and others, Patek Philippe. That's the brand. And how to develop the brand, right? To instill the brand, to how to say, to indoctrinate. Well, maybe I choose the wrong word. Yeah. So, to make the
How
brand aware, right? With for the customers. That's the
Brand
market.
awareness, is that?
Yes, brand awareness. That's the beginning, right? They have a certain stage. There are the stages, right? Begin with the awareness, and then we develop the brand, and then until to the last one, the brand loyalty. So that's the job of the marketers, right? To make the people know the brand until they are loyal to the brand. So according to this, the sales is, yeah, quite obvious, right? It's different, pretty much different than the marketing, and the job of the marketers are a lot more than the sales, according to this. Okay, the evolution of sales and marketing through the last 30 years. Before, like 20 years ago, we used the phones, even until now. Yeah, telemarketing still here, Rolodex, yeah, to record the call. But now we are doing marketing to smartphones. We use social medias. We use mobile tablets, right, as a media for marketing, because it's digital marketing. How about the advertising and the way to advertise the products? Before 10 to 20 to 30 years ago, maybe you never seen this yellow pages. This is the phone directory books, right, where you can find any business or any people listed on that books. It's yellow pages. I think now you can hardly see the physical books of yellow pages, but I think around when yes,
I have that books.
you have that books.
Yeah.
But do you still use it?
No,
No.
because you can find the number directly from the maps if you want.
Yeah. Okay, that's a long time ago. We use yellow pages, and it's very useful books. If you want to buy something, you just find a browse on yellow pages, and then you can call the companies, and then cold calling. We are still doing this cold calling. We call it the telemarketing and direct mail. I think we are still doing this direct mail, but it's more rare nowadays because we just simply use email. Then use email is better, right? Because it can save some money too. And to do digital marketing, we should have websites, our own websites. It's a must for a company to have their own websites too. Also the social networks. This is the like kind of like the effective weapons, right, to do digital marketing. Like the company should have a lot of social networks, not a lot, but at least they are exist in social networks, big social networks, Facebook, IG, TikTok. Yeah, any social networks that a lot of people are in it, then they should use the social networks to do their to increase their social presence, or online presence in the digital world, in the internet especially. All right, now I want to share about a story of Aqua. There's a one documentary video which I want you to watch, and then after watching this video, we will have some discussions about Aqua. Okay, I already prepared the video. Okay. Can you hear the sound from the video?
Yes.
All right, good. Okay, the video is around 30 minutes. So afterwards, we can have small, short discussions about this.
Saya Rahadian Suwiryo, 72 tahun. Tahun 70-an, saya dan istri saya baru memiliki anak kedua. Sebagai pegawai baru pada perusahaan kontraktor asing, saya harus hidup sederhana. Ya, tinggal juga masih di rumah kontrakan, jadi cara berpikir juga harus sederhana, nggak macam-macam. Mulai dari makan, minum, pakaian, perabot, ya cari yang hemat lah. Kebutuhan air bersih saya dapat dari air tanah. Selentingan saya dengar, ada orang menjual produk air putih dalam botol. Aneh orang ini.
Banyak pengalaman yang dia dapat dari keliling ke luar negeri, karena dari 1 tahun itu kira-kira 9 bulan dia ditugaskan oleh perusahaan. Dia selalu observasinya tinggi sekali terhadap suasana dan keadaan di mana dia berada. Setelah sampai di Indonesia, ada kebutuhan daripada tamu-tamu yang dia terima itu. Kemudian mungkin sakit perut atau kurang enak minumnya. Kemudian setelah dia berhenti dari perusahaan ini, baru dia mempunyai ide untuk melaksanakan apa yang dia cita-citakan. Dia usaha mengirimkan beberapa kawannya pergi ke Bangkok untuk mempelajari cara produksi air di dalam kemasan karena di Indonesia sama sekali tidak ada. Bos dia Pak Ibnu Sutowo itu juga bilang, aneh Tirto iki. Banyu banjir kok dilebokke dalam botol.
Tahun 73 saya memulai di Aqua sebagai project manager untuk bangun pabrik pertama Aqua di Bekasi. Saya memilih jalur baru yang masih kosong. Dan saya yakin bahwa industri air mineral di Indonesia ini akan maju karena waktu itu belum ada, pemikirannya sesederhana itu aja. Sebetulnya nama awalnya itu bukan Aqua, namanya Puritas. Dan logonya pun dalam bentuk daun semanggi. Pada waktu Pak Tirto mengorder logo untuk Puritas ini, sang desainer menyatakan, loh kenapa Puritas namanya? Susah orang menyebut gitu. Aqua saja, karena Aqua itu kan memang air. Pak Tirto langsung setuju pada waktu itu, maka dibuatlah logo Aqua. Perjalanannya dari tahun 74 mulai produksi ya, kita mulai berjualan di bulan Oktober 1974. Setelah berjalan beberapa bulan, penjualan ya segitu-segitu aja, ya malahan kadang-kadang merosot, kadang-kadang naik begitu. Sehingga akhirnya setelah 3 tahun, setiap bulan kita mesti minta uang ke Pak Tirto terus untuk biaya operasional. Akhirnya Pak Tirto mengultimatum kita, dan beliau mengatakan, saya sudah nggak sanggup lagi membiayai kalian. Kalau memang kita masih rugi terus, istilahnya pada waktu itu kalau kita memang masih tekor terus tiap bulan,
terpaksa kita tutup.
Tiap kali cari jalan keluar memang nggak ada jalan keluar gitu loh. Karena market tidak bisa menerima. Dalam rapat-rapat tersebut, akhirnya tercetus satu pertanyaan, bagaimana kalau kita naikkan secara ekstrim supaya bisa break even.
Kira-kira 1 bulan paling cepat.
Kita tanya ke bagian penjualan, kalau misalnya kita naikkan harga Aqua ini secara ekstrim, bagaimana dampaknya terhadap penjualan? Maka keluarlah perhitungan biaya per botol sebesar Rp175. Nah, maka kita putuskan bersama pada waktu itu.
Oke, kita putuskan naikkan harga.
Ternyata penjualan bukannya turun tapi malah naik. Disitulah akhirnya titik balik itu merupakan akar daripada pertumbuhan Aqua sampai sedemikian besar seperti sekarang.
Perusahaan kontraktor asing tempat saya bekerja itu perusahaan Korea. Waktu itu kita sedang mengerjakan proyek jalan tol Jagorawi. Suatu proyek raksasa untuk ukuran zaman itu. Tapi ada hal yang penting saya perhatikan. Kalau pekerja Indonesia, mereka minum teh dan kopi. Sementara orang-orang Korea itu minum air putih dari botol. Belakangan saya ketahui mereknya Aqua.
Saya ingin menawarkan produk air putih.
Air apa ini?
Itu air sehat, Bu.
Untuk apa? Di sini udah banyak air.
Beda, Bu. Ini air sehat.
Maaf, udah enggak. Di sini udah banyak air.
Yakin, Bu? Sini,
ya, maaf ya. Aneh. Air kok dijual.
Ketika saya masuk waktu itu 83, Aqua sudah ada di pasar tetapi hanya di beberapa outlet tertentu saja. Jadi sangat eksklusif sekali. Dan beberapa untuk kemasan galon sudah ada beberapa pelanggan, itu pun ekspat. Saya bisa menjual produk Aqua lebih banyak dan terlihat di pasar. Karena waktu itu Aqua tidak terlihat di pasar. Dan hanya ada satu minuman soft drink dengan warna merah yang cukup menguasai pasar eceran di Jakarta khususnya. Era 84 kami sudah mulai mencoba untuk menempatkan Aqua yang biru di warna merah. Waktu itu warna merah benar-benar menguasai pasar di Jakarta. Kalau kita bisa lihat di Monas, kita lihat di Senayan, semua merah. Jadi kita berpikir kita harus bisa mendampingi warna biru. Awalnya kami memberikan modal dengan memberikan sejumlah produk yang gratis.
Dia lo pakai banduku kabeh ku. Oh iya dah. Iya bener bandu itu banduku kabeh.
Dan selanjutnya di order. Kami bersama-sama setiap pedagang rokok itu mulai menjual dengan hanya 3 botol. Waktu itu kami menanyakan kepada Pak Tirto, kenapa Pak kita mesti hanya menjual 3 botol? Kamu harus tahu, ketika 2 botol itu laku, berarti tinggal 1 botol. Berarti memberikan image bahwa ini mulai laku. Dari Blok M, Fatmawati, sampai Pondok Labu itu penuh dengan rata aqua.
Maka sejak itulah kita membuat satu terobosan yang agresif di distribusi. Ya, kita mempunyai target-target di mana kita harus menguasai sekian persen dari toko-toko yang ada, sekian persen dari hotel-hotel yang ada, sekian persen dari restoran-restoran yang ada. Nah, dengan begitu maka aqua menjadi ada di mana-mana.
Wah, kalau zaman dulu memang kita selalu larinya ke perumahan kelas menengah ke atas. Karena kalau ada kelas bawah sampai dari pagi sampai sore pun namanya close pelanggan 1 juga udah impossible lah istilahnya itu. Istilah kita teman-teman adalah komando coverage gitu. Yang disebut kita coverage yang door to door. Nah, door to door itu kuncinya adalah bagaimana kita bisa dibukakan pintu, ketemu dengan tuan rumahnya gitu. Kalau teman-teman saya sales yang di daerah Jakarta Selatan, di mana banyak ekspat, itu masih mereka ngerti gitu. Nah, saya yang wilayah Jakarta Barat itu, waduh, itu susah sekali itu. Yang saya tawarkan aqua, jawabannya malah
biasa gini, Mas.
Wah, itu seninya itu.
Akhirnya, saya coba minum aqua. Awalnya sih, aneh dan was-was. Lama-lama, jadi biasa juga. Malah jadi kebiasaan. Berangkat dari pengalaman kerja dengan orang-orang Korea itu, saya mulai mengkonsumsi aqua. Saya merasa lebih segar dan sehat. Mulai dari sinilah, saya bawa kebiasaan ini ke rumah. Awalnya istri saya ngomel. Tapi saya bilang, kesehatan itu mahal. Saya mau anak-anak saya hidup sehat. Akhirnya, dia terpaksa terima.
Nama saya Rahman Radian, 42 tahun. Lucu juga. Kenapa saya jadi loyal minum aqua sampai saat ini? Dulu waktu SD, ibu saya selalu memberikan bekal kepada saya makanan dan minuman untuk dibawa ke sekolah. Ibu bilang bahwa bekal itu lebih sehat daripada kita jajan di sekolah. Dan kebiasaan itu berlanjut hingga saya duduk di bangku SMP. Setiap hari, Bapak selalu memasukkan sebotol aqua ke dalam tas saya. Dan itu berlangsung terus-menerus. Ya, awalnya semua teman-teman saya itu selalu mentertawakan saya. Dan saya mendapat julukan dari mereka, anak botol.
Di luar dari itu juga, kita rajin untuk memberikan sponsor-sponsor, event-event. Nah, dengan sponsor-sponsor begitu, mungkin nama aqua dikenal bahwa aqua ini memang minuman yang sehat. Minuman untuk orang-orang yang ingin sehat, karena konotasinya adalah olahraga. Kesadaran masyarakat akan kesehatan mulai ada. Samaan demikian, maka aqua kemudian menjadi booming. Jadi orang ingin untuk berlangganan aqua, orang ingin mengkonsumsi aqua.
Tetapi waktu kuliah, keadaan itu jadi berubah 180 derajat. Teman-teman yang tadinya mentertawakan saya, sekarang mereka juga jadi anak botolan juga. Tuh kan, kolega saya juga sekarang jadi anak botolan.
kita melihat bahwa, waduh, Aqua ini udah menjadi satu ikon, udah menjadi satu demand. Nah, bagaimana dengan kedepannya? Kedepannya tentunya persaingan udah mulai muncul saat itu dengan booming, persaingan mulailah muncul merek-merek kompetitor.
Waktu itu kami begitu resah begitu ada kompetitor. Tetapi Pak Tirto dengan bijak menyampaikan, janganlah kamu takut dengan kompetitor, rangkulah mereka. Karena dengan kompetitor, dengan pesaing, saya yakin semakin maju. Karena dengan adanya pesaing, berarti masyarakat bisa menilai tentang air minum yang bersih, tentang air minum yang sehat kepada masyarakat. Justru kita kebantu di sana.
Menjadi seorang pionir itu banyak tantangan, banyak serangan yang kalau tidak tahan ya kita mundur. Tapi Pak Tirto memang orangnya tuh suka ketawa, gelang-geleng ketawa begitu, tapi dia tetap menjalankan.
Artinya Bapak kan cuma dengan air bisa meledak gitu Pak, bisa hebat.
Ya, boleh aja orang nyebut ya, tapi saya sendiri kok nganggap biasa-biasa saja.
Biasa saja.
Kita kehilangan orang yang bisa memberikan comfort di dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Suatu hari, waduh, ini bisa tutup nih kalau begini caranya.
Di sini kita memikirkan, kayaknya kita mesti butuh satu afiliasi.
Dibutuhkan partner dengan pengalaman di dalam air minum dalam kemasan yang sudah mendunia.
If I look at the story of Aqua and if I look at the story of Danone, we face the same challenges. Could be economic, social, safety, quality, growth. I got the same feelings that when I am talking about the Danone company itself. And perhaps that's the reason why these two companies were or decided to join forces to develop the business here in Indonesia.
If you just do the calculation, it means that Aqua will impact a lot Danone Group in terms of top and bottom line. And also the managers of Aqua will have lots of opportunities inside the Danone Group because of the size that Aqua will represent in the future.
On the other hand, the family of Patirto was concerned about securing the future of the company. So at the end, the alliance was just meeting these two needs. And actually, I think at the end, it came out as a very successful cooperation.
Well, what I know from the numbers that I've seen from 1998, Aqua at that time was about 1 billion liters of volume. Last year, in the year 2012, Aqua volume was 10 billion liters. So in that period, the volume was 10 times versus the original. So yeah, the growth of the brand and the company has been tremendous over those last years. And I think it's a combination of many, many factors that contributed to this great result.
Saya tertarik menjadi distributor Aqua karena yakin akan brand Aqua dan akan permintaan air minum yang akan meningkat dengan pesat. Seiring dengan pertumbuhan penduduk Jabodetabek yang pesat juga. 5 tahun lalu, perusahaan kami sudah melakukan regenerasi, yaitu Bapak Junaidi Chung yang menjadi direktur utama yang sampai detik ini memberikan kontribusi dan bimbingan yang baik. Dan sekarang sudah memasuki generasi satu lagi, yaitu Peri Cendekiawan yang menjadi direktur operasional.
Saya sebagai second generation
lebih memilih untuk melanjutkan usaha keluarga ini sebagai distributor Aqua karena Aqua adalah air yang sehat. Dan kami juga sangat berbangga karena bisa mendistribusikan air yang sehat ini kepada masyarakat untuk kebaikan dan kesehatan.
Water, because we are talking about aqua, water is a very specific business. I'm always explaining this. We feel we control, or we feel that the springs belongs to us. And for me, the springs are not belonging to the company. The springs are belonging to the families who are living around the springs since perhaps 200 years, something like this. So in water, on top of all the classic DNA of Danone, we have to add something more, which is how to share, how to propose a return to the population around the activities.
Antara pencapaian Aqua dengan bagaimana Aqua membawa kebaikan untuk Indonesia. Kalau kita bicara air minum dalam kemasan, di Indonesia ini kita belum bisa minum air yang sehat begitu ya dari keran. Saya kira tetap air minum dalam kemasan yang baik dan sehat itu dibutuhkan oleh masyarakat, dan disitulah kita bisa atau Aqua bisa ikut berperan gitu ya untuk menyediakan air minum yang sehat untuk semua lapisan masyarakat.
Bahwa mungkin orang menganggap itu cuma sekedar air putih, tapi bayangkan kalau kita tidak minum air putih, kita tidak menjadi sehat. Dengan sehat kita bisa melangkah lebih maju. Dengan sehat kerennya we can progress in life. Kita konsisten dengan Aqua, kebaikan untuk hidup. Di beberapa tahun yang lalu kita juga punya program 1 untuk 10, itu memberikan akses untuk air bersih, dan tidak hanya keberadaan air bersih di sebuah daerah, itu memberikan kesempatan buat mereka untuk hidup lebih baik. Hygiene-nya mereka akan lebih baik. Mereka tidak perlu jalan kaki sampai 1 jam untuk mengambil air, sehingga waktu yang mereka pakai untuk ambil air buat anak-anak bisa dipakai untuk sekolah.
Aqua memang produknya adalah air minum dalam kemasan, ya udah pasti lingkungan itu nomor 1 gitu. Makanya kita juga program-program CSR-nya itu adalah pengelolaan sumber daya air bagian hulu, tengah, dan kehilir.
A company like Aqua cannot run its business if it does not demonstrate to the villagers living around its plant that Aqua helped them to mitigate the problems of dryness, to solve their irrigation question.
Aqua juga memberikan edukasi gitu ya. Air yang sehat itu yang seperti apa sih gitu, bahwa tidak semua air itu sama.
Program Ibu Pijar, edukasi buat ibu-ibu. Jadi banyak ibu yang tidak tahu bagaimana sih membedakan air yang baik dan yang tidak. Bagaimana sih seorang ibu bisa mengkontribusi memberikan kesehatan buat keluarganya lewat makanan, lewat minuman. Bagaimana sih ibu bisa mensupport anak-anak mereka untuk berani bermimpi, ya kan? Itu sebuah kebaikan. Aqua Home Service buat ibu-ibu. Tidak hanya untuk menjual, tapi mereka juga kami beri kesempatan untuk memperbaiki taraf hidup karena ada pemasukan sampingan kan buat keluarga. Dengan demikian mungkin bisa menyekolahkan anak sampai ke tingkat universitas. Sebuah kebaikan lagi buat keluarga itu.
Aqua ini mempunyai kualitas yang terjamin, mata air yang sudah kami lihat, jadi kami tidak ragu.
Aqua memberikan perhatian kepada generasi muda seperti misalnya melalui program yang Danone Nations Cup.
Jadi kita memberikan kesempatan untuk anak-anak berani bermimpi dan berani untuk mewujudkan mimpi mereka lewat sepak bola. Mereka yang menang akan mewakili Indonesia ke Piala Dunia. Mudah-mudahan di tahun-tahun kedepannya Aqua tetap konsisten dengan value-value-nya kita dan memberikan kebaikan.
Aku Rani Rahardian, umur aku 18 tahun.
Kalau ditanya, sejak kapan sih aku minum Aqua? Jawabannya tuh sejak lahir. Kenapa? Karena tuh kalau misalkan di rumah aku, air putih itu ya Aqua. Tau nggak? Papa aku itu fanatik abis sama yang namanya Aqua. Mau tau lagi nggak? Kalau kakek aku, lebih dalam lagi. Malah kalau kata kakek aku, air itu jantung kehidupan. Aku sih setuju kalau misalkan sehat itu penting. Kenapa? Karena kalau misalkan kita sehat, kita bisa ngelakuin hal apa aja yang kita mau. Iya kan? Kakek!
Kayak mana aja?
Aduh, kayak pokoknya kayak panjang. Aku habis muter-muter. Jalan-jalan. Ayo mana ayah? Ayah! Ayah!
Halo Pak, ini loh cucu Pak.
Aduh, ayah kakek.
I can only express my hope and my dream that in 40 years from now, Aqua will celebrate its 80th anniversary. And I think when I look around, that we have really a great potential to reach that milestone, provided we stay consistent with the philosophy and the origin of the company, which is around quality, consistency, sharing the progress of the company with the communities. And when we continue to believe in our dreams, I'm sure we can make it happen.
Terima kasih Indonesia untuk selalu bersama.
Ulang tahun yang ke-40 tahun ini juga bisa meningkatkan kesejahteraan karyawan sehingga kita merasa bangga bekerja di Aqua.
Terus berinovasi untuk mengembangkan industri water and beverage di Indonesia.
Makin berkualitas dan aku suka Aqua deh. Nggak bisa dibilang keren.
Bisa memberikan sesuatu yang akan membuat Aqua tetap nomor satu.
Semoga lebih maju dan berkembang. Bertumbuh, berkembang untuk Indonesia yang lebih baik.
Semoga menjadi produk air mineral yang selalu dibanggakan oleh masyarakat.
Timeless, healthy, and clean.
Selamat ulang tahun Aqua 40 tahun. Terima kasih.
Pemimpin di pasarnya dan besar.
Memaksimalkan kinerja saya untuk Aqua sehingga Aqua lebih maju untuk kedepannya.
Dan harapan kami distributor tetap bisa berjalin hubungan yang langgeng dan win-win solution.
Yang pasti Aqua semakin jaya.
Selamat ulang tahun Aqua, semoga menjadi produk berkualitas terus untuk Indonesia.
Selamat ulang tahun ke-40 untuk Aqua.
Yeah, selamat ulang tahun Aqua. Sejahtera, and I hope to see you again in 20 years for celebrate the next one.
The only thing we can wish to the company is to have the next 40 will be the same than the last 40.
Keluarga dan saya mengaturkan banyak terima kasih atas segala bantuan kepada Aqua dan juga kepada manajemen Bapak Bernard Ducros, Mr. Capeti. Thank you so much to make Aqua as it is today.
Ya. Okay. Okay, after watching this documentary video about Aqua, I think we can learn many things. So, maybe first of all, I would like to ask you, what do you think about this this video, the Aqua? What like maybe for example, if you go to the supermarket or the mini market like Indomart or Alfamart and you need a water bottle, will you choose Aqua or other brands? Anyone?
If today, I will choose other brand.
Okay. Why is that?
Maybe the price is affordable, and
Right.
then the quality of the water is different. Like if you buy the pH 7 or pH 8,
Oh, okay.
that.
But
And
that's,
then
yeah.
yeah, that's one I want to talk about.
How about the others?
Even I buy the other brand, but when I go to the counter, I ask, "Pak, ada aqua?" Terus like that.
Yeah.
Even I want to buy another brand, but every time I ask there is water or not, I ask rather than I ask ada air, I ask ada aqua like that. So it's like
It happened. It happened because aqua, it has been in a long time. It has been in Indonesia for a long time. Yeah, and then the brand itself is very famous even until now. A lot of people already knew aqua. So even like people when they buy, they if they are wanting to buy aqua from warung, let's say ada aqua, but maybe they don't know it's a brand because it's yeah, they just knew is aqua is a mineral water in a bottle, but because of the as we can see from the video, right, they did a lot of things. They sell the aquas at first in the beginning in 1980s. We saw that in the videos, how they were struggling in selling the products because the people back then they didn't realize about the advantage, the benefits in consuming clean water as compared to the water from the pipe, right? PDAM, and it's not that, maybe it's not that clean as in as aqua. So I think we also learned about a long time ago they did traditional marketing, of course, conventional marketing. We call it door-to-door marketing as a way to market the product. And we saw in the videos the salesman seems tried very hard to sell the products in Jakarta area, especially in West Jakarta. I don't know why in West Jakarta. Maybe because of the wealth issues, right? As compared to the other part of Jakarta, maybe in central Jakarta, there's a lot of households which has higher incomes as compared to West Jakarta. Maybe it's harder to sell the premium price mineral water back then. But after struggling for several years, they did it, right? They succeed to make aqua known to a lot of people, not only in Jakarta but also in the whole country in Indonesia. And we can also see from the videos that the aqua as a company, they tried their best to help their surroundings. They tried to promote their brands through like PON, right? Pekan Olahraga Nasional in sport activities as a sponsored. That's a very normal ways to promote things, right? Even until now, in sports, right? A lot of companies they are sponsoring their teams, and in events they're still using it in conventional ways to in order for the people to know the brand. And it seems very successful right? Even until now, not many companies that can last long as like Aqua. Because Aqua, like more than 40 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? Until now, this was a very long time. Even though they're kind of like did the strategic alliance with the Danone in order to expand their business, because Danone is also has the capabilities in mineral water as well. So the management at that time, they decided to join forces. We call it the alliance, right? Alliance with Danone, so that the Aqua can have better investment, better capital, right, in order to expand their business further. Nowadays, for me, personally, when I go back to the first question that I asked you, when I went to supermarket or mini market, which brand that I chose? Usually, I chose most often I chose Aqua, but sometimes I chose other brands like Nestle. Right? They also had the mineral bottle water, and also what else? Crystalline. How in Surabaya do you have a Crystalline brand? Fit, right? Is that Fit still exists? I don't know. Yeah, usually
Yeah.
Nestle. Yeah, Nestle, Le Mineral.
Cleo.
Cleo, yeah, Cleo. I like Cleo because of the bottle. It's unique. But in terms of price, Aqua is more expensive. Generally, it's more expensive than other brands. But yeah, it's Aqua. It has a better brand image to some extent. It's I also like the taste, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, other brands, they have some kind of weird aftertaste, right? But Aqua is no taste at all, based on my opinion. Like Ades, if you heard Ades, have you heard the name brand mineral bottled water Ades? Maybe it's not famous anymore, or it is not sold anymore. Yeah, it's kind of like they have some kind of a sweet aftertaste after you drink it, and then it's just a sweet water. But it's different than Aqua. So Aqua is no taste at all, and there's a kind of like more hygiene, they say, and they have like that more minerals or something like that. And of course, Aqua also did a lot to make some innovations of its product, one of which is MyZone. Have you tried MyZone? It's a sports drink like Pocari Sweat with the flavor in it. Do you like to drink that kind of sports water?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. What? Yeah. What kind of brand that you usually buy? Pocari Sweat maybe, or MyZone, or other brand?
MyZone, and then maybe energy drink like that.
Energy drink.
And yeah, like that's some of stuff.
All right, all right. Yeah. Krating Ding or Red Bull. I think it's yeah. In my opinion, the Krating Ding, maybe occasionally you can drink that kind of drink, and energy drink, but for a long term, it might not be good for your health. as I know, it's yeah. If you drink creatine or a Red Bull, you feel energized, right? And you feel very excited. You feel very motivated to do something. You suddenly have the power, right, to do things. But apparently, if I'm not mistaken, I read from an article, it can, if you consume that kind of energy drink in a long period of time, it can damage your health, especially your liver. So it's better to drink mineral water without any other kind of chemical in it. Right. I think for aqua study case, we can learn a lot, right? When they did traditional marketing, that's what people usually did, right? A long time ago, 20, 30 years ago. So not only aqua, a lot of companies, they're doing door to door, and they are like selling, promoting through newspapers. They're doing sponsorship. And I think the most important thing is to educate the people and to raise the awareness of the brand. That's the most important part, so that the people will know also the aqua is exists and it has benefits to health. Then yeah, suddenly eventually, then there are some demands from the market, and then aqua can be sold. And there are competitors, of course. Nowadays, Aquas has a lot of competitors, and they are still maybe I haven't researched which brand has leading the market share, but I still believe that Aqua is one of the leader in this mineral water in a bottle industry. Even in my family, we always consumes aqua for the water gallon. Right? We always bought for our water gallon. We always bought aqua. Yeah, not other products. I don't know, because we consumes aqua for a lot of time, so we just believe in the brand. We trust the brand that aqua is, it means quality. But if I study more about aqua, have you heard that aqua, I think few years ago, they tried to launch aqua with the taste, with flavor. Have you tried that in Surabaya? I forgot, maybe 2 years or 3 years ago, Aqua launched a new product, not Maison, but Aqua with a fruity taste, fruity flavor. Have you tried? Or have you heard?
I have tried. It tasted so good, but suddenly it got pulled out of the market. I don't know why. I think it has some problems with it.
Yeah. How about the others? Yeah, I also tried the I think strawberry flavor. I think, yeah, it's okay, but it suddenly disappear, right? It's only a moment in the market, existing in the market. The supermarket sold the products for a certain period of amount of time, and maybe a few months or 1 year, maybe less, and then disappeared. Has anyone tried, other than Stefano, the aqua with flavor? Maybe Joy, have you tried that one? That's, I think, 2 to 3 years ago they launched the product.
Isn't it very long for the
flavored water.
Mm-hmm.
I tasted when I was a kid, but I don't remember like it coming back 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I read from the news. Not news. If I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like an article why Aqua actually it can be considered is a failed product. You know, the Aqua with flavor is a failed product. That's why Aqua did not produce and sell the product anymore because the sales were terrible. It's not what they expected. I don't know why. According to the analysis, maybe people don't like the taste, even though I personally quite like the taste, but in general, majority of people may not like the taste of flavor mineral water. And moreover, the one factor which I think is the most important factor, that is against the basic philosophy of Aqua. What's the philosophy of Aqua? Is the health water. You know, from the video we know that the Aqua always has a campaign that, oh, this is the healthy water. If you drink Aqua, you can be healthier. And it seems that if we add something in the mineral water, such as the flavor, the sugar, of course, because it's sweet, right? Then it will affect that healthy brand. Because if we drink too much sweet water, do you know what will happen? You will get diabetes, right? It's kind of, I don't know, like philosophy problem with the brand image. That's why that's just one how to say, one reason why Aqua, when they launched the mineral water with the flavor, is they wasn't that successful, because it's kind of like against their basic philosophy or basic principle. That's the Aqua is a healthy water. Maybe it's different than Maison, because Maison has a different brand name, right? Even though it's under Aqua, it's still in Danone, under Danone, but it's a completely different brand. That's why they call it Danone. That's why they call it Maison, not Aqua. But at the case of the Aqua, they still use the Aqua's brand, right, when they are launching the product with the flavors. And that's just the one of the reasons that I read from the that article. Yeah, because when you focus on the health mineral water, then you add something, you add sugar, flavor, it may not be healthy anymore. That's why they're not selling that well. Yeah. That's still the assumption. I don't know the exact reasons why they stopped the selling of that product. But what I know is a failed product, and the company as big as Aqua, they're surprisingly they still experience some failures. Okay, I think is for me, when I first time saw this video, it's kind of like, oh, okay, Aqua. I became to know the story of Aqua, how they were struggling in selling the product. At that time they were the pioneer, right? They were the pioneer. It's very hard to sell something that people don't know yet, but eventually, after a lot of efforts, a lot of monies that they spend, And then after all, in the end, they earn their success. Yeah, even though now they are competing with a lot of competitors, but I think they are still surviving for Aqua. And in the video, they didn't mention at all, because this is kind of pretty much it's quite old videos, yeah, and a lot of marketings that they did is conventional and traditional marketing. Now Aqua, as many other companies, also they also done the similar things as Aqua. So Aqua also use digital marketing in order to promote or to communicate with the customers. You can see the online presence of Aqua by accessing its website, aqua.co.id. Right? They have their website. They have their I think their website is pretty good. Yeah, they have the dual language, bilingual, English in Indonesia. They have the brand Aqua, Maison, Aqua Reflections is the higher end. Aqua 100% recycled. Aqua Reflection is in the bottle. Yeah, this is I think this is more expensive one. Collaboration, yeah. If someone likes the aesthetics of the bottle, yeah, they can buy this one. I believe it's more expensive than the original Aqua. And what else do they have? They have the recycled bottle one. Right? This is so disturbing, this one. Let me check. Aqua 100% recycled. I think, yeah, this one, if you go to the supermarket, you may see this product Aqua with this kind of unique bottle, yeah, which is they say it can be recycled. It shows that Aqua concerns about the environment. Because we know plastics is not good for the environment, and they try to contribute to save the environment by making this bottle which is able to recycle 100% recycled. But I think I've never bought this product before, but I believe it's more expensive than the original one. Yeah. Aside from the website, Aqua also have the Instagram. You just go to Instagram and we type Aqua. Sehat Aqua. Yeah. This is the verified one. So always try to find what the verified one is. The marking. It means this is the official account of Aqua. And we can see their posts. This is one detail post. Oh, 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, yeah, they're still communicating with the customers, right? With the Instagram, their Instagram is still active, and we can see the comments, right, made from the customers. We can also see the number of likes, hearts. They are still active, even though it's a big brand. So communication, they're still doing their homework in digital marketing. Because the communication, marketing communication is very important for a company, not only for a small company, but also for the big company as well. So how about Facebook? Facebook, can see search Aqua. Okay, they have their own page. This is the official Aqua's Facebook page. How do I know? It's mark a verified page. And you can see 2,200,000 people likes. Also a lot of people. And they just recently posted it in Valentine's Day, February 14. So it means they are still active as well on social media, Instagram, and also Facebook. Those two social medias that usually they are usually used by many companies. How about YouTube? Does Aqua have any official YouTube channel? Let's find out. What? Yes, they do. They do have their own YouTube channel. And the latest videos, the most recent videos that they posted were 2 weeks ago, which means they're still active. So this is an example of digital marketing that Aqua has done. They have their own website. They are also presence in various social medias, as I showed to you, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course many others, Twitters. You can check by yourself, Twitter, TikTok, maybe they also exist. Let's check here. Okay, Abel is okay. Yeah, okay. Because of time, we only finished 10 pages from 51 pages, but that's okay. I think we have a very good session today. Yeah, I believe all of you learned a lot from Aqua case study, right? Yeah, any other questions or opinions or something that you are not clear enough about this topic? You can ask me. Yeah, anyone?
I think so far so good, Mr. Andre.
Okay.
It's an interesting topic.
Yeah. Do you like the videos? Do you like the Aqua documentary that I showed to you?
Yes, it is. It is like a refreshing thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to learn by even though the theory, the concepts, because you know at the beginning we learned we discuss about definitions, yeah, and also some of the materials. But to be honest, I like to study using the real case instead of try to discuss from the book.
Too theoretical,
yeah, more practical.
Yep.
That's I think
I
I
agree.
like it more than more if instead of we are studying only the theories or concepts. It's easy to understand because it's a real life, and it's a case, and hopefully you can get more information based on that. Yeah. Right. Any other questions? Yeah, sorry, we are a little bit late, 6:11. I know maybe some of you need to do something else, or you have another assignment to do. Okay. WL group. Yeah, WL group. You can ask me anytime. Maybe not 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. In WL group, I tried to answer all of your questions to WL group. If you have any more questions or you have any other things to discuss with me. All right. Thank you so much for joining today's session. I'm sorry that I can only finish 10 out of 51 slides. We can continue next meeting. I think a lot of things that we need to, because it's only 2 credits in UPH. Digital marketing is offered at 4 credits, so 4 SKS 2 times. So that's why I prepared a lot of slides, but that's okay as long as you understand, as long as you got something, right? You got something that is useful for yourself, right, in the future, and that's already fine for me. All right. We can finish our session today. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you again next week. Yeah. For those who haven't read the book, please do so. You can read the chapter 1, and if you have time, you can continue reading chapter 2. The first book, the Chevy 2019, Strategy, Digital Marketing and Practice. The name of the book. It's always a good idea to prepare to have some preparations before the class. It makes us easier to have some discussions, because you already know the basics, you know the concepts and the theories, and if there is any anything that or any concepts or any statements in the books that you don't understand, then you can ask me in this Zoom meeting. Right. Good afternoon. We'll see you. I'll see you next week then. Thank you. Bye bye.
See you next
Thank
week.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.